Shalom, shalom, shalom. All praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Rekakadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of GMS. Salutations to the hopeful elect. Hopeful elect. This is a Robert Byer from the Chicago camp coming at you with a quick lesson. I titled this lesson, Casualties in War. So I got this video where it was talking about, what's happening over there in with the Iran, war. And you can't really get the truth from our news because it's all filtered. So everything that's said here is all watered down and it's always made to look a certain way, where these people are in control of everything and nothing is going wrong and everything is going perfect. When that's not the truth, Everything that they do here is a lie. Let's go to the scriptures right quick. I want to go to Job chapter 13, verse 4. It says, "But ye are forger of lies, ye are all physicians of no value." So that's, everything that Esau says or when he's a part of, he has to manipulate and lie. That's just what he does, and that's what you're seeing. Now, this video is going to show a lot about what's going on over there with the JOOs. I'm sorry, in Kuwait. Let me go ahead and play this video. Check this out.
Incredibly sobering. He said that Defense Department projections show the number of U.S. casualties, and I want to quote to you, Congressman Crow, could be quite a bit higher than that. What does that say to you?
Oh, I'm furious, Aaron. I'm absolutely furious because Donald Trump is very cavalier with other people's lives. He loves pounding his chest and acting tough and talking about the costs of war, but he knows nothing about the costs of war, nor do his billionaire donors, nor do any of the political elites in the White House that he's surrounded himself with. They are very quick to play with other people's lives and other people's money, right? They are doing this without debate, without transparency, without any justification. And who is left holding the bag but our service members and the working class of this country?
U.S. intelligence does not back up the argument that Iran was, making progress on ballistic missiles that could hit the United States. So we already know about that inconsistency. But senior administration officials yesterday said something else in addition. They said that the U.S. attacked Iran because Iran was planning to strike the U.S. preemptively and posed an imminent threat. They were implying, an imminent threat to U.S. installations in the region, perhaps U.S. bases. But then Pentagon briefers told congressional staff today, so one day later, your staff is told Iran was not planning to strike U.S. forces or bases in the Middle East unless Israel attacked Iran first, which of course it did in this case, and now we're seeing it. So do you think that the people briefing you are, or that are saying these things are just lying? Are they, what's happening here?
I want to say this right quick. Yes, that's exactly what they're doing. Everything that they do, they lie about it, I want to go to Proverbs chapter 2, verse 12. It says, to deliver thee from the way of the evil man. The evil man is Esau, is Babylon. It says, from the man that speaketh forward things, who leave the path of righteousness to walk in the ways of darkness, who rejoice to do evil and delighted in the forwardness of the wicked, whose ways are crooked and they are forward in their paths. So this is talking about Esau. This is just total manipulation where they take and they say one thing to bring the people on their side and to make it seem like that they're the righteous when they started this, and Iran is defending themselves, I want to read another quick scripture. I want to go to Psalms chapter 10, verse 6. It says, he has said in thy heart, I should not be moved, for I should never be in adversity. For his mouth is full of cursing, deceit, and fraud, and under his tongue is mischief and vanity. So this is what he does, man. Everything with him is deceitful. It's not true. they'll take and put their self in the righteous way, even when they're doing wrong. And if anybody say anything against them, then they'll set them out and make them, whoever is saying the truth, the liar, and manipulate everyone against the truth. You know, so everything that they do is misleading and it's wicked. You know, go ahead and play this.
Yes, yes. They are lying to us and to the American people. That is what is happening here.
Yeah,
There is no intelligence. I want to be really clear. There's no intelligence that shows an imminent threat to Americans or the American people from Iran. Now, Iran is a rogue terrorist regime. That is true. But there has to be an imminent threat to us for the president to unilaterally conduct military action without congressional debate and without congressional authorization. And the reason why congressional involvement is important here is because that is the accountability mechanism. That's the accountability mechanism to make sure that we don't have a president that will get us into a quagmire without the consent of the American people. Because it's the American people that have to do the fighting and the dying and the financing of it.
Right.
And they're just bypassing this whole process and they're lying to us about it. Right? The analysis doesn't begin and end with, is Iran bad? Right? Iran is bad. The regime is bad. There's no doubt about it. But the Taliban was also bad. ISIS is also bad. Saddam Hussein was also bad. And we screwed up those conflicts in a pretty big way. So,
you know, they talk about everyone being bad, but this place here, America, was known to steal, kill, and destroy. To go and, you know, let's get that. Let's go to Micah chapter 2, verse 1. It says, "Woe unto them that devise iniquity, that work evil upon their beds. And when the morning is light, they practice it, because it's in the power of their hand." See how they figured that Iraq was just like Venezuela, and they can go in and do what they want to do and make easy work of them. But it's not working out that way. You know, they devised that plan and it just didn't work out that way, you know, and now they're in straits. Verse 2, it says, "They covered fields and they take them by violence, and houses they take them away. So they oppress a man and his house, and even a man and his heritage." So this is their MO. They go and they steal and they kill and they destroy. They figured they would just be able to go in and just steal the oil from Iran, and it wouldn't be any pushback. But they're finding out the hard way. Let me go ahead and finish this video.
this has to be course corrected, and it has to be corrected immediately.
Okay, but how does Congress do that? Because right now, I think so many in the United States, they look at Congress and it seems at best that you have your arms and legs tied, right? Your arms are tied behind your back.
I want to say that Donald Trump contacted Iran and was trying to set up a peace treaty, and they told him to go screw itself. So, you know, Iran has got their foot on the gas. You know, this is going to lead, I believe, into the third war. Go ahead and play this.
Your legs are tied together. I mean, is there anything Congress can actually do to so-called course correct, as you're calling it?
Well, my immediate concern is the protection of our servicemen and women who have been put in a terrible position right now. We're already seeing fatalities, and my heart goes out to those families who have just heard the most devastating news that their loved ones have been killed in action.
Wow.
Right? And there is tremendous danger for the almost 50,000 service members who are in this region as this snowballs out of control. So we are pressing hard. Democrats in Congress are pressing hard for answers. How are they going to protect our force? Do we have enough munitions to protect our force? Do we have the intelligence to make sure that we can intercept these drones and these missiles? So we are pushing hard for answers, and I'm returning early to Washington to do that. Then we're also going to force a vote, either on Wednesday, probably Thursday.
Well, I'm going to leave this right there, but you get the gist of it that, you know, this place is going to be destroyed very soon. You know, and this wicked regime that we have, you know, Esau, is going to come to an end. You know, this kingdom is going to be destroyed. You know, I want to give all praises and honor to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Rekakadash. Double honors goes to the elders and apostles of GMS. Salutations to the hopeful elect. Shalom till next time, Lord willing. Shalom.